Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Okamiden. In the last episode, we have started this gauntlet where we're going to have to use Mampuku, Nanami, and Kagura. I was going to say Nagura for a little bit, and that would have been totally wrong. We've already done the Mampuku section, so now it's time for the Nanami section in this one. And you can imagine the boss that'll be coming at the end, because as you guys know, the 4 bosses are back. We defeated Master Anura, but we still have 3 more left. But first, of course, this one's a bit longer. As you can see, it's a bunch more islands to do. So it's going to take a bit longer to do all this. Also, because we have the only enemies in the game weak to thunder, I may as well show off the Exorcism, the Holy Arrow teas, because I've been showing off all the items throughout this whole thing too, as you guys know. So there you go, Holy Arrow tea right there. Obviously it's just a thunder thing. It'll stun both of them pretty nicely because they are indeed weak to thunder. And of course the Exorcism tea, gonna just easily finish one of them off. We can quickly finish the second one off, and all will be well. So there you go. There's your whole the items for the thunder ones. So all we really need to show off now are the water/ice ones, which we will get to later on, because as you can imagine, with Nanami, we're going to have some of the enemies weak to water, because the game tries to do that. They try to give you the enemies weak to the partner you get. That being said, there's no thunder element partner, which is kind of funny. Thunder always getting shafted, only one stupid enemy that's weak to it that you have to fight most of the game without even having that element. And then, they don't even give you a character that uses the thunder element. So, go figure, I suppose. Anyways, these guys, obviously, just the very simple red imps from the way back at the beginning of the game, they are not a problem. So just quickly go ahead and finish them off. They're not even trying to block our attacks. We're just killing them so fast they don't even have time to block. Actually, no, these ones don't block. That's right. Only the old red imps do. These ones just get stunned so you can break their top, because you have to break their top in order to get the demon bone. But obviously, we have no need for demon bones. That was like way back in the beginning of the game. We have zero need for them, so I'm not gonna bother wasting my time. Anyways, that's for a treasure chest. Nothing too special. As you can see, there's like 2 layers in this one. Like if you say the 4, like the 1 diamond from the Mampuku stage is like 1 layer. This one has 2. It has like 2 diamonds where I have to go through. So it's technically twice as long. It's not quite twice as long. I think it's 7 stages instead of 4, but close enough. Anyway, Ice Beast, we don't actually have a source of fire, unfortunately, which is a little weird, but who cares? These guys are not that hard anyway. We don't really need a source of fire. Really, for these beasts, all you really need is wind, because when they go on here, all of them are weak to wind. You can just knock them down, deal some decent damage to them, and take them out, and that's always nice and fine and dandy. So that's precisely what we're going to be doing in this long gauntlet-esque thing, just taking out enemies one by one, dealing with just for the hell of it, Inferno just to finish this guy off nice and fast and quick and easy. And we can even get some useless demon livers, because these things are useless now. We have absolutely zero use for these demon livers, but that's okay. They're still pretty cool. Anyway, we're also going to get some, I guess the cool thing is you can get some money, and if you want, obviously you can use those demons to buy a bunch of goodies. Why Akuro has demons that are willing to sell us stuff in the middle of his Dark World is freaking beyond me, because that doesn't make any ounce of sense. But then again, do you expect this game to make any ounce of sense? Because I don't. In case you guys are wondering, by the way, if you don't get the treasure chest right away, if you go and hit the switch, you'll never be able to get it ever again. So you have to always go the treasure chest path in order to get the treasure chest. Anyway, Blue Imp, haven't seen these guys in a while. He's going to try to slash us, he's going to fail, and we should be able to finish him off clean enough. Just dodge the purple bubble of death, and I'm going to take him out. However, that is not all, because there will also be a second Blue Imp. So double your pleasure, double your fun, double your blue, double your imp. I don't even know. So that's what we're going to do. That guy did not go down. That guy went down without a fight even. I didn't even think he had a chance to do much of anything. Just taking him out with style and grace. That's what us little gods do. Anyways, it's another treasure out of the way, and now we get a path straight to Nanami. So we're going to go ahead, obviously, and go rescue her after getting some Divine Sake Ale. We'll actually find a few of those in this whole gauntlet section, which is nice because, healing all your health and all your ink, if you're in a desperate pinch, obviously comes in handy, and since you get so many of them, there's really no reason not to use them. That being said, you guys know that I don't really like to use items, so I'm going to try not to if I can help it. Just because, why not? I don't see any need to really use items. This game, like the whole Okami series, could have really been perfectly fine if they just, without this inclusion of items. I never really felt like all these items really added anything to the game. Like, I mean, I guess some could argue they do, but I don't know. I never really see the point. The game's easy enough without them, and then they're just like, oh, have some items to just break the game really easily. I don't know. Personally, I never really bought them, I never really cared for them, I never really used them. I tend to hoard my items because that's just what I do. You guys know this already. You guys have seen me play how many RPGs now? I hoard my items like some sort of crazy psycho person because I am some sort of crazy psycho person. Anyways, we have Nanami with us now. We've rescued our mermaid friend once again. Seems to be a very common trend for Nanami actually having to rescue her. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and make our way back now, fight ourselves a nice little boss, and lots of hearts. Lots and lots of hearts. So as you can see, it is a bit of a short episode. I didn't really want to continue past the Nami section in this, and it's not really that long of a section. Manpook, we had the advantage of a cutscene beforehand. We get no cutscenes in this episode. Screw cutscenes. Cutscenes are for pansies. Anyway, just going to quickly go ahead and fight this next enemy. As you can imagine, it's going to be a fire beast, because, you know, fire and, you know, the water, the whole thing. And while we're here, we may as well, you know, go ahead and just add the Exorcism eyes on, use these ice ones, just to show them off. Because why not? Especially because the Exorcism ones do have different effects. And, you know, the holy arrows, they're cool enough too. So why not show off all of them? And of course, we'll show off most of the other items in the next video then. But there we go. As you can see, the ice does a lot of damage. Actually weakened him, finished him off almost immediately using that. So, go figure. And of course, now that we have a partner, though, we're not going to get perfect credit because we didn't get any partner help. So, whoopsie daisy. But that's okay. It's really hard not to get a perfect rank in this game. Because the game in the end does rank, but it's not like this where like any mistake will cause you to round down. The end game rank rounds up, so as long as you have a lot of pink cherry blossom tree things, you will get the max rank, and it's really not that hard to do that. So I've never had any trouble not getting those ranks, as I'm sure you'll see later on in the game. But we'll go ahead and use our Exorcism Eye, and as you can see, takes these guys down. Well, actually, the Exorcisms, like I said, they don't do damage to things that are shielded by their element. It just stuns them. So the Holy Arrows are the ones that are useful to, you know, removes their element. Just the Exorcisms are better when you're fighting groups of enemies, I suppose. You want to stun all of them. So like I said, the two weapon sets do differ in a way. And then just out of nowhere we get these Thunder Ears, and it's just like, okay, whatever. We don't need a wind item because we just have Gale Storm at our fingertips whenever the heck we want it. So there you go, just quickly use Gale Storm, take these guys out pretty fast. And we'll go ahead and use our Nanami combo. I always love her little like yellow holy water. Yellow water! You're sending yellow water. That's suspicious, Nanami, but we're not going to get into that thing because why would we want to go in that direction? I don't know. Why am I talking? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. We'll go ahead and quickly slay these guys, and I think that'll actually be it in terms of the normal enemies, if I remember correctly. I think we might actually be done with them, so we'll be back at the boss already, I believe. Wow, that actually did not take that long at all. Like, you kind of expect this gauntlet to take a while because you're fighting so many enemies, but in the end, it really does not take, it's really not that bad. So I think, yeah, this should take us directly to the thing, shouldn't it? Yes, maybe, yes, yes, yes. So here we go. It's time for a boss. I'm sure you guys can imagine what boss Nanami is going to be facing, because, well, we already faced the boss of Nanami, and why would it be any different? And plus, I think you guys can tell, it goes in order. I mean, why would it not go in order? It makes sense for it to go in order, and in order, it is. So, basically, we're going to go ahead and bring Nanami across, send her swimming across the creepy green water. That water how is this water working? It's just sort of flowing in a circle, and I don't understand where it's coming from. It is space water. There is a river in space. Oh my goodness. Why are we in? We are in space. Like, there's stars in the sky and everything. Akira literally took us to space to fight. Everything is better in space. Anyways, Master Bullhead, as you can see, we get a little sense of, yeah, they are sort of just brainwashed, clone, mindless copies, because Bullhead, he used to be a big giant bragger, but here he's not saying a freaking word, so you can tell, yeah, he's a bit different. Even Nanami sort of notices that, it seems. But anyways, Master Bullhead, we already know how to fight this guy. Basically, we just, take his tongue and string him up on the little vine thing, and then just, slash his butt a little bit, and then get flattened by him. That attack is always so hard to dodge, I hate it. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and just quickly, you can't actually damage him when he's on the side, as you guys know. But what we can do is, wait for him to do this and rinse and repeat, basically. First phase, as you guys remember, pretty simple and easy. Not much to comment about. So we'll just continue to do that until he moves on to the next area, and we get our next stage. I mean, it is worth slashing him just to get health and ink back. So you could always just slash him just for that purpose, because he seems to drop a lot of health and ink when you are slashing him from the side like that. That being said, at this point in the game, we have a lot of ink, so it's really not that big of a deal, I guess. Anyways, as you can see, he's at the amount of health where he moves on to the next platform, so we're going to have Nanami move all the way across there. And we'll go ahead and fight him in the second phase where he gets all of his additional attacks and whatnot. We already know how Master Bullhead works. We saw this thing before. So, you know, it is kind of annoying, this whole section, because it is a lot of rinse and repeat. Like, we've done all this before. It's not like this really adds anything onto the game except for length, and I never really saw that. And I guess the opportunity to use Manpuku, Nanami, and Kagura again, because they are obviously the not very featured in this thing. And I accidentally pressed the pause button there, I guess. Whoops. Anyway, we're back here, and we're gonna go ahead and get hit by his tongue. Ick. You have a creepy hook tongue. What kind of fish has a hook for a tongue? That's just disturbing. We'll go ahead and take advantage, string him up here, get some health back anyway, so all that damage didn't really matter. I mean, obviously, we still get ranks, so you don't want to take too much damage, because then obviously, you know, if you take too much damage, you're going to get a bad rank. But like I said, the ranks really aren't important. You don't really need money for anything this time, and why did this not work properly? Come on, Vine, work the way I want you to. Just want to get this guy dead, and move on, this whole gauntlet thing, and all will be well. It is kind of nice that I get to fight him again, though, just because there is one thing I didn't actually get to show off properly, and a few people did mention this in the comments. There is actually a phase where you can damage him that I never knew about until actually my practice run of this, and then people also mentioned in the comments. I was like, oh, well, I figured this on my own, but, you know, you guys did help me in the comments regardless, so you guys are still cool. And, of course, if he goes to the side like that, you can, of course, just go ahead and slash him, take him out, and actually that was enough damage to bring him to the third phase. That's pretty awesome. So, I did test this, by the way, though, out of curiosity. You can't go around the wooden things. You have to go in between them. Like, I tried going around to the left there, because it looks like you could do that. No, the path, it doesn't allow you to have a pathway over there, so there is a invisible water barrier over there. You can't take Nanami over there, unfortunately. I tried. I did try. I was hoping it would work, but it did, unfortunately. And that's okay. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to slash this guy in the air. Make sure he doesn't touch our precious mermaid. Stay the hell away, dude. What is your problem trying to body slam mermaids? That's just rude, man. That is just rude. We're going to go ahead, vine our way back across. It's time for the final phase, phase 3 of this fight, in which I'll actually get to show off the attack that you can actually damage him on that I didn't get to show off, which is pretty cool. So, okay, he's just going to do this. You've done this like 3 or 4 times already. Come on, dude. Try something new. The definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So I guess by that logic, all bosses and enemies are insane, because by logic, they do the same things over and over again, and apparently expect them to work, even though each time we do them, we manage to counterattack them for massive damage. But hey, that's how bosses work. Anyway, this guy, this attack with the electricity thing, if you power slash him, while he's in the middle of launching his attack, you can stun him. As you can see, that gives you an instant opportunity to string him up over here and do even more damage. Just look at that. I didn't actually know that had that like really weird angle where you can stun him and then string him up and do that. So go figure. It's yet another attack you can use to damage him. So by that logic, pretty much every attack you can get a chance to dodge him. I don't think there's a single attack where you can't counterattack in some way, shape, or form. So even the electric ball attacks you can counter. Go figure. Anyways, stringing him up once again. He's getting pretty close to being defeated at this point. Should only be just a little bit longer. You get out of here. And yeah, so that's it. We actually defeated him. No giant death scene, no having to get Kuni to slash him to pieces again. He's just defeated, and that's all there is. So, yeah, there you go, guys. Master Onura has been defeated. Excellent. So, we're back here again, and of course, what this means is when you put Nanami on this switch, and then move on out here. So, this is LuckySevenDX, signing out. Stay tuned for the next episode where we're going to be doing the Kagura part of the gauntlet. Will we succeed? Find out next time.